Hello, this is Villa Braves and welcome back to my PES 2020 Master League with Monaco. So I'm changing things up slightly. My opportunities to play the game, edit, record, and upload are getting fewer at the moment. So I'm going to do sort of one, bigger episode. I think there's about 7 games involved in this episode, and we're starting off today with the local derby against Nice. And we need to try and improve on our last game, which was a 4-1 mauling away at Montpellier. And let's get straight into the game. And we couldn't have got off to a worse start. As you can see here, we kick off and we give the ball away. Gelson Martins is guilty of giving the ball away, and Nice work the ball straight in for Kasper Dolberg, who first time rifles one straight into the top corner. And we couldn't have got off to a worse start. 1 minute 43 seconds on the clock, and the young Danish striker has hammered one into the top corner, and Romario not exactly best pleased on the sidelines, of course. And as you can see, ball played down out wide, and this is a fantastic first time shot. He just leathers it straight into the top corner. So 7 minutes gone now, and we get our first opportunity, and Gelson Martins fires over the cross, and Ben Yedder is the man of the moment yet again, and he gets on the end of it and does his signature heart-shaped celebration. And Gelson Martins coming good, making up for his mistake of giving the ball away for their goal. Gets the ball out wide, takes one touch, steadies himself, sends the cross over, and Ben Yedder does really well here because he's got the defender in front of him and he has to keep his eye on the ball all the way, and the defender comes across right in front of him there, but he manages to get his toe on it, and it's 1-1. So I'm thinking, great, we're back on level terms straight away, pretty much. And Nice kick off, and we make that cardinal sin of conceding right after we've scored. And again, it was all our own undoing, really. Defending is not great from across. Bakayoko makes a dreadful mistake, and we get punished by Melou there. And not even 10 minutes on the clock, and we're 2-1 down. And I'm thinking, here we go again. Our defence has been very creaky in the last 3 games prior to this, and we really needed a sound sort of defensive performance in this game. But as you can see, 10 minutes in and we're 2-1 down. Half an hour gone now, and the keeper makes a double save here, long range shot to start with, and then the ball will come back in, and Kasper Dolberg's header will be tipped over the bar. But then 5 minutes later, 37th, 38th minute, and we give away a needless free kick right on the edge of the area. There wasn't really too much in it. George was made the tackle, but Glick's sort of pleading with the referee, but the ref's having none of it. And as you can see here, there's not much in that really, but we need to defend it. And Dermissi is going to take the free kick. And the keeper has to do better here. That is absolutely awful goalkeeping. And with 3-1 down, it's there's still sort of 7 or 8 minutes to go to half time, and we've already conceded 3 goals a game. And it's Romario's on the sideline, not happy, and he's got to be having a word with the goalkeeper about that. That's awful. So we're into the second half now, and Ben Yedder's taken out. Yellow card is issued, and we get a free kick. It's 30 metres out though, so it's quite a way out. But we'll see if Adrian Silva, the captain, can make anything of it. He's going to line it up. Fancies his chances, but as you can see, nothing comes of it. It's harmlessly over the bar. So just 4 minutes to go now, and Nice had literally hit the post with a chance a couple of minutes prior to this, but again they're going to work the ball wide out left, and again we just do not defend it well, and Kasper Dolberg all alone in the area makes it 4-1. and yeah, it's a repeat of the previous game. 4-1 hammering, but this time at home in a local derby, and that is not going to go down at all well with the fans. So that's how the game finishes. Like I say, 4-1 at home in the derby, and not what we were looking for after the previous game. But we need to sort of get our act together and move on now. Moving on to the next game then, away at Angers, who have been currently riding quite high and doing well. And slight change in the formation, bringing the two wide players back to make a 4-1-4-1 formation, to see if we can do any better. So we had the better of the first half. We didn't have a huge amount of chances, but we were certainly the better side. And this was the best chance of the first half that we had, and Augustine couldn't keep the header down, and that one went begging. And it was a good ball over. He did well to get away. He put his arm up and he moved in front of the defender, but he just couldn't keep the header down. So we get into the second half now, and again, Diaz doing well out on the right hand side here. He's going to send the ball over. There's a mistake here by the defender. It comes off him, and again Augustine in with a great opportunity, and he has to score there. He's just not taking his opportunities when he gets in the side, because Ben Yedder was down on form for this one for some reason. And again, the ball comes over, takes a little deflection off that defender, and it gives him the opportunity, but he completely hashes it. And we're into the 74th minute now, and Angers, this was their first shot at goal actually. That's how dominant we'd been in possession, and forced our keeper into a good one-handed save. But we'd kept them at bay really for up until the 75th minute, but a good one-handed save there. So we're into the 85th minute now. We work the ball wide, and Keita Balda sends the cross in, and finally Augustine makes one count, and we take the lead with just 5 minutes to go. And it was just reward really in the end. We'd been on top for the whole game really, and but again, if you look closely here, the finish, it's not the cleanest of strikes. He still manages to hit the goalkeeper, but luckily this time it ends up in the back of the net, and we have the lead. And now it was just a case of seeing out the final few minutes and whatever time was added on, and we managed to do that. So this is a good 1-0 win away against one of the teams that's up in the top of the league at the moment. And I say there weren't a huge amount of chances, but we were definitely worthy winners, and that sort of gets us, steadies the ship. A clean sheet as well, which was the most important thing in this game, was to defend well and keep the clean sheet, which we did. So, on to the next game then, which is a home game against Saint Etienne, and coming off the back of a clean sheet, we hope that we can carry on with this improvement, and we stick with the 4-1-4-1 formation, and Ben Yedder back in the starting lineup. So we're in the 33rd minute now, and we work the ball across the park and the midfield here, out wide to Gelson Martins, and a lovely little shimmy there, gets him past the defender, sends the cross over, and Ben Yedder gets his head on it, but the keeper is equal to the task, and the score stays at 0-0. And just before half time again, we work the ball out to the left hand side this time, and Keita Balda can't find Ben Yedder in the middle, and that's going to be it for the first half. As the half draws a close, there goes the whistle. And as you can see from the stats, we were the better side. We had more chances, but we just couldn't make that breakthrough. And we get into the second half now, and coming forward, Bakayoko, and we work the ball forward here, and it's going to be a free kick just outside the penalty area, and Adrian Silva, the captain, is going to hand over the responsibility for this free kick to Golovin, and see if he can do any better. And sort of 7 men in the wall there, but can he get it up and over? and he hits it, but it hits the wall, goes out for a corner, and nothing comes of it. Yeah, he couldn't beat the wall, and so into the 72nd minute now, and Saint Etienne coming forward. They've worked the ball out to their left, and this is their best opportunity of the game, and thankfully for us it goes the wrong side of the post. So from the resulting free goal kick, we play it short, and Bachelier and Golovin working the ball between them in the midfield, and Golovin will run onto it, and he hits a blistering shot, and it comes back off the post, and that was another opportunity goes astray, and now we're into stoppage time, and I'm thinking, we've got to hold on here, and Saint Etienne pressing, and we keep giving the ball back to them and giving them an opportunity, and luckily they're not going to make anything of it, and the final whistle goes. It's a 0-0 draw, and it's not the win that obviously we were after, but it's another clean sheet, and that, given our recent form, is really good. But we should have won the game. The stats show that we created by far the more chances, but we just couldn't take any of them, and but I'll take the clean sheet again, and it's on to the next game. Next up then is a trip to Nimes, and we keep the 4-1-4-1 formation, and Gil Diaz and Bachelier playing as the two wider members of the four-man midfield today, and we'll pick the game up in the first half, and we have the ball in their half, trying to work our way down the left hand side, and Golovin will get the ball, gets blanked off by a defender though, looks to pull it back, finds Bachelier, and Bachelier will go for the top corner bender, but can't beat the keeper. Move on now a couple of minutes later, and Nimes have their first real opportunity of the game, and they work the ball down the left, cuts back inside, works his way into the area, goes across goal, and it's just the wrong side of the post, fortunately for us. Just before half time now, and the goalkeeper makes a clearance, but we pick up the loose ball. The ball's played in, and there's Ben Yedder, and that's a lovely little chip pass, and Gil Diaz puts us 1-0 up just before half time, and it really was a well worked goal. Their goalkeeper making the clearance. Initially we pick the ball up on the halfway, and we work it in there, and this is a lovely little chip through ball from Ben Yedder, and then one touch from Gil Diaz, and he puts it in the keeper, across the keeper, and in just side the far post, and we get the lead just before half time, which changes the half time team talk. So just 5 minutes into the second half now, and we're on the attack again. Ben Yedder works the ball wide, and it comes across, and Ben Yedder's made his way into the area, and he doubles our lead 6 minutes into the second half. And surely we're on our way for another 3 points here. Ben Yedder lays it off there. Adrien Silva out wide, and Ben Yedder tucks it away just inside the near post. And 2 goals to the good now. And literally a couple of minutes later, they have a free kick. The goalkeeper clears it, and ball comes here, and Adrien Silva makes a fantastic run right through the middle, and he just puts it the wrong side of the post, and 3-0 there would surely have been game over by then. And it was a lovely through ball, and he made this burst of speed there, hits it across the keeper, but just the wrong side of the post. So we move on now, later on, 69th minute of the game, and we pick the ball up. We've got it deep in our own half, play it down the line, play it inside, and Ben Yedder's off on his travels there, makes a run, great ball through, and Ben Yedder in off the inside of the post, and it is 3-0 now, and Romario loves that. Ben Yedder gets his second of the game, and it looks like we're comfortably on our way to another 3 points away from home. And Ben Yedder made his run there, and 2 defenders, neither of them tracked him, and it left him all free to put it in off the post. So 86 minutes now, and we give away a free kick. They take it quickly, and the ball comes in, and keeper makes a good save there at the near post. Resulting corner though, and the ball will come over, and we don't clear it. It bobbles around a bit, and we just don't clear it, and it comes back out, and they get a consolation goal, which was disappointing. You know, Vals makes the most of the opportunity, but it was disappointing to give up a goal, because I mean, we had been the dominant side throughout, and it was just a matter of holding out now for the last couple of minutes, and we will hold on, and we will run out 3-1 winners, and a much deserved win. We did try and give them another opportunity. We managed to get the ball out. The final whistle goes there. So yeah, 3-1 win away from home, and Ben Yedder with another brace. Yeah, disappointed to give up that one goal, but you know, we were the better side, and a lot more possession. So we take that now into the next game, and to see if we can sustain this good period. Next up then, we have a big game against Lyon, or Olympique Lyonnais as they are officially known as, and one of the bigger sides in France's Ligue 1, and we stick with the 4-1-4-1 formation, and let's get the action. So just a couple of minutes into the game, and we're going to resort to our giving up an early goal, I'm afraid. Good play here, lovely little flick through pass, and Ikambi gives Lyon an early lead in the 3rd minute, and yeah, not the greatest of starts again, and undone by pretty simple football. Ikambi knocks it back and plays a 1-2. Lovely little outside of the foot pass, and that's a nice finish, and we're already up against it. So just 15 minutes in now, and ball's played forward, and we cut that out, and we work the ball wide now, and Gelson Martin sends a wonderful crossover, and Ben Yedder takes it first time, but the keeper makes the save and keeps the score at 1-0 to Lyon. So moving into the 28th minute now, and we give the ball away again, and Lyon look to punish us again. Ikambi does really well here. He's holding off numerous players, and then there's a shot there, comes in, but fortunately it's the wrong side of the post. So moving into the second half now, just 20 minutes into the second half, and we have the ball, working it through the midfield, work it out wide to Keita into Ben Yedder, takes it a touch, and then does a little quick turn, and Ben Yedder fires us level. And I really like this goal, and I like it because you'll see from the replay behind the goal, certainly there's a little this last touch before he shoots is a little poke through the legs of the defender. But we'll see here, Keita plays it into him. He brings it under control, and a little quick turn, and you can't see it quite there, but when you look at it from the next angle, you may be able to spot that there's just a little flick through the legs there, and then he fires it into the bottom of the net. But anyway, Ben Yedder again, goal scorer for Monaco. So now into the 78th minute, and Lyon coming forward again, and we just don't deal with some of these balls that they were playing around, and it works its way out wide to Cornet, and again he holds off our defender quite easily. The cross comes in, sort of partially headed down, and it finds its way to Ikambi again, and all of a sudden we're 2-1 down, and there's only like 10 minutes plus stoppage time to go. Ikambi has his second of the game. Lyon are back in front, and we've now got 10 minutes to find another equaliser. And yeah, it was a bad goal to give up. I'm not sure whether that was a sort of a deflection or an intended sort of knock forward, that last touch. You can't really see it from this angle, but the long and the short of it is the ball ends up in the back of our net, and we're 2-1 down. And yeah, we just couldn't find a way back into this, and it was a disappointing game overall, to be honest. You know, Leon hold on for the 2-1 win, but you'll see from the stats they had more possession, a lot more possession. They had more chances as well, but it wasn't a great game. It was just one of those games, you know. But it's another home defeat that we have to pick ourselves up from, and we'll see if we can improve in the next game away at Metz. So off to our next game then, away at Metz, and sticking with the 4-1-4-1, which has now become our standard formation. And here comes all the action. So we're only a couple of minutes into the game here, and I'm thinking, you know, we've given the ball away cheaply again, and you know, Metz come forward, and I'm thinking, oh, let's not fall into the trap of giving away an early goal again. And the cross comes over. There's a first-time volley, and what an absolutely stunning save that is. And yeah, thank you to the goalkeeper for that one. You know, I mean, this was just, if you watch it here, that is just a outstanding volley. And I mean, he hit it pretty much straight at him. But so anyway, moving on now, 21st minute, and we have our first sort of real opportunity. And Gelson Martin's in with the cross, but this time Ben Yedder can't keep the header on target. And yeah, it was a lovely ball out there, and Gelson Martin's just first time cross with Ben Yedder couldn't guide the header inside the post. 33 minutes now, and we have the ball out on the left, play it forward. There's Bakayoko. Nice little shimmy there and sidestep, plays it in towards Ben Yedder, and Ben Yedder, little acceleration there, and that is an exquisite finish. He really is on fire, and I love, this is another goal that I really love the way he takes it. The ball is played into his feet, and yeah, I mean, it was a lovely little sidestep here and by Bakayoko, played into his feet, and Ben Yedder takes control of it, one touch, then the second touch is a little bit of acceleration, takes him away from the defender, and he hits it in with the outside of the foot. So into the second half now, and we come forward again, have the ball in midfield, working it forward. Golovan out to Bashilia, first time cross, and there he is again. Ben Yedder taps away, another close range effort, grabs his second of the game, Monaco second, and it's looking good now, and we could be on our way to another well earned 3 points. Golovan played the ball out wide, and then nice cross in, and first time finish from Ben Yedder. So just over on the hour mark now, and we come forward again. This time the cross comes over. There's a bit of a mistake there, and it falls to Adrian Silva, who hits a weird looking shot. It was like a dipping shot, I suppose, but it seemed to take a funny trajectory, but nonetheless it's in the back of the net. We're 3-0 up, and yeah, you know, I don't know what happened there. Defender and half forward missed it, but there you go, 3-0. You know, just over an hour, and Metz kick off, and then God knows what these two are doing, but they run into each other, and Ben Yedder's off to the races already, and he's through on goal for the hat-trick off the inside of the post. Thank you very much. That is game over, and Ben Yedder has grabbed himself a hat-trick, and I say 62 minutes on the clock, and Metz were all but done. And it was just a case now of, you know, see the game out. You know, if we get any more chances, try and take them. But again, Ben Yedder likes to use the inside of the post to score his goal. But, so we're into the 88th minute now, and there was a bit of a whole sequence of events here. The cross comes over, hits the post, then the keeper makes a miraculous save, and then the ball comes back out now to Fabregas, and he'll have a go from distance, and the keeper makes a great save. It's yeah, so that's how the game ends, 4-0, and Ben Yedder will collect the match ball, and deservedly so. Great hat trick, and yeah, he's certainly our talisman this season, and you know, we're looking good at the moment, and let's see if we can continue that run as we face Strasbourg in the next game. Final game of the episode then, as we host Strasbourg in the Principality, and we'll stick with the 4-1-4-1 formation. and we joined the game early on, and just 10 minutes in, Strasbourg on the attack. Ball played in, there's a quick turn, and there's a shot, and we're 1-0 down already. And it's a great finish, actually. A Jorke, I think that's how you pronounce his name. But yeah, he, the ball's played in. First time, sort of, there's a nice little back heel there. Then the first time pass in, and he takes one touch, two touch, and smashes it into the top corner. He does Glick, he turns Glick inside out there, and Glick can't keep up with him, and we're 1-0 down. So just 10 minutes later, and again Strasbourg on the attack, and again the ball will come it's played back, and then we try and break it down, but Bakayoko's on his back. Another first time pass in, and again Jorke turns, and it's 2-0. And 24 minutes on the clock, and we are right up against it again here. And it's pretty much a similar, exactly same type of goal, First time pass into him, he takes a touch to control it and hits it on the turn. And once again, the defender there in front of him is Glick, and I'm not sure what Glick's trying to do there. But a couple of minutes later though, we have a corner. Can we get back into it pretty early on? There's a towering header by Bakayoko, but between the goalkeeper and the defender, Strasbourg clear their lines, and the chance goes astray. So just before half time now, and again we work the ball forward, and this is absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning from the captain. It's a skipper's goal there from Adrien Silva. Takes it all upon himself, fires an absolutely wonderful strike into the top corner, and the fans love that. And we're back in the game just before half time, which is good. But yeah, he took it on there, and little sidestep. The ball sat up really nice for him to hit, and didn't he hit that crisply? Because that just flew in. I was hoping we'd get a better view from this, but the way the camera pans back here. But you can make it out. I mean, the ball sits up and he just whacks it. Brilliant goal. So we're into the second half now. 10 minutes into the second half. Strasbourg on the attack. And we break the attack down. And we get the ball forward. Ben Yedder will pick the ball up. Gets out to Golovin. And Keita Belder, poor ball in. But the ball will come back, and we'll get the ball back. And Golovin now feed it down towards Keita Belder, who will cross out, and it's that man again, Ben Yedder, and we're back in the game. We're at 2-2. We've come from 2 goals behind yet again, and Ben Yedder, pretty trademark goal of his really. First time the cross coming in, and he just hits the first time shot, and we see here Golovin, nice little ball down for Keita Belder to run onto, nice cut back, and Ben Yedder makes no mistake. So now we're 64th minute, and we're on the break again, and work it out to Gelson Martins, who's going to get taken out here, and the referee decides that that's worthy of a yellow card. And I think when you see the replay, you'll agree that that was a just award of the card. See Gelson Martins, he tries to skip over the challenge there, but taken out. So Adrien Silva will take the free kick, and he's going to aim for the far target, and the keeper gets a fist on it, and it's going to come to Bakayoko, who's going to take a shot, and that's a nice save from their keeper. So we couldn't get in front there, but then it comes back and there's another chance, and the keeper makes a second save as well. So so 68th minute now, and this is going to get very bizarre. This is such a sickener. Cross comes in, it's partially cleared, it comes back, shot's blocked, comes off the post, just clear the ball, takes a ricochet, bounces up, looping header, and it drops in off the post. And after all the hard work that we've done to get back on level terms, and we get undone by a goal like that, I mean, it was just a real sickener. And you know, we tried our hardest to get back into the game, but we couldn't manage it, and you know, we're going to end up losing this game 3-2. And I mean, Strasbourg, to be honest, they were the better side throughout the game. But after all those games, then we'll take a look at the league table, and you can see we sit there in 4th place on 30 points. PSG have now moved back to the top, 4 points in front of Angers, who are still hanging around, which is nice to see. You know, not one of the bigger sides up there playing with the big boys. We're sandwiched in between Olympique Marseille and Olympique Lyonnais. So yeah, busy episode. Lots of games, but yeah, the 3 defeats were all at home as well, which is a bit disturbing. But in the meantime, though, that's going to conclude this episode then. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Drop a like if you enjoyed the video, and join me again sometime soon for the next episode. But for now, I'm Villa Braves. Thank you very much for watching, and I am out.